Morning. I had to look at the clock. Good morning, everybody. It's a new lemony vape. Oh, camera's falling over. Hold on. It's a new lemony vape. What's up, Jason? How you doing, man? First one in here, Sandra. How you doing? Trying to fix this little. I got the camera on the thing here. Trying to stand this thing up. Oh well, right there's good. Let a couple folks get in here. What kind of mod do I got? It's a mag from Smock. It's kind of like a pistol grip little situation. I want to talk about a few things. Obviously, that Viking trucker, the big wheel, 18 wheel, 30 foot tall truck driving, big rig CDL holding, uh, oil crude guy, with his 18 keto coffees a day and all this kind of crap. So, first of all, to the folks that are paying this dude for information, if your goal in trucking is to be an owner operator or a fleet owner, um, or an independent contractor, anything like that, this is not the guy. And this shows you this is not the guy that you want to take your information from. First of all, the dude's been on the road for I think 3 years or something like that, a little over 3 years now, and he ran out of fuel. And then I think he said in the video that I saw that he was like a mile and a half or something from the truck stop, something like that. If you're a mile and a half from the truck stop and you need to call a roadside crew to bring you some fuel and prime your fuel filter for you, you should not be an owner operator. Those are very simple things that you can do. You're on your own. So you should be able to do those. If you want to be an owner operator, you should be able to truck. Um, you should be able to do all kinds of different things. Yes, it was a loaner truck, correct. Either way, uh, don't ever trust a gauge. When you do your walk around, he said he just gotten up or whatever. When you do your walk around in the morning, your pre-trip, you should you should have you should tap the fuel tanks if you're questioning it. Whatever. Okay. Yes, David Tate, you're correct. Put the stick down the tank. Whatever. Okay. You shouldn't run out of fuel. You should never run out of fuel. And I'm sure some of you guys watching have ran out of fuel before or whatever for whatever reason, but you probably got yourself out of the jam. So you don't take information from somebody who has no idea what the hell they're doing, uh, and take their can't tell when their truck's low on fuel or running out of fuel. Can't prime their own fuel filter. Can't grease their own truck. Can't do that kind of shit. It's easy. Okay, it's super easy. Secondly, Trucker Brown, still an idiot, still a piece of shit, still um, thinking that he's some god on YouTube or the king of black folks in trucking or whatever the hell he is. Um, that dude, um, what a loser, right? What a fucking loser. A walking hypocrite uh, of a truck driver, a walking hypocrite, because um, you can't be all this pro black and all this kind of stuff and then say, well, I'm going to cash the white man's paycheck. You just don't do that kind of shit. Now on to SoCal and LaShawn, um, and I'll circle back to Trucker Brown and I'll circle back to Trucker Brown and RVT again before I end the feed. This is gonna be pretty short because I'm working on, you know, my dispatcher shit, and then also I'm gonna be doing a episode of trucking news for you guys today too. But so long story short, there's some information circling around about LaShawn and his business and all this kind of stuff. Now I don't know this information to be true. I don't know this information to be accurate. Uh, Hell, I don't even know all of the information. I did make a phone call a few days ago to Chris, the owner of RST, to let him know that there was some stuff going on, some background chatter, about LaShawn and his business and his investors and some of the shit. And I said that you just pay attention to what's going on. You don't want it to hurt RST, all this kind of shit, right? It was just a little tidbit headed his way because I'm not involved in any of it and I don't really give a flying fuck. I really don't. LaShawn went live on Instagram yesterday, I think. I think it was yesterday. And he said that I was saying some shit or whatever the case was. I don't remember exactly his words. But the only thing that I said about it was that Chris, the owner of RST, should find out what's going on so that it doesn't affect his business because I really do think that Chris is a good dude, the owner of RST. Uh, now, some of the people that work there definitely shitbags, but Chris, the owner, does have the drivers' well-being in mind and at heart and all that kind of stuff. So, uh, good dude. Um, Anyways, so this stuff about LaShawn, like I don't care about his taxes. I don't care about LaShawn's business or his investors or whatever. If his investors got duped or if they signed a contract that they shouldn't have signed, that's on them. The same thing applies for money, or if you're paying that dude money for information and you get fucked, it's on you. You should have done your due diligence and knew what you were signing up for. Okay, when it comes to the coaching calls, when it comes to investing, when it comes, it's the same thing for buying stocks, buying cryptocurrency. It doesn't matter what it is. Do your due diligence. Understand what you're getting yourself into. Um, Now, all of this stuff about LaShawn, like, who cares? I don't have beef with LaShawn. I like LaShawn. LaShawn's a vet. He's a good dude. Uh, but there are people out there who do not like LaShawn. There are people out there who do not like um, others, and they will not come out and say it on their own. They will not come out and put the information on the fucking street. So what do? They talk in the background and they try to spread shit around and they try to get guys like me or Hensley or Ike or Coach or Nesbitt or whoever to put the shit out there on their behalf because they're either too chicken shit to do it on themselves or no one gives a damn um, no one gives a damn on what they say. Now, this information that has been given to um, this information that was given to uh, Hensley and Cannell, and like I heard it all because I was on the phone listening in on a phone call that they had with SoCal. SoCal was the one telling these guys that some investors were mad or whatever. So um, these people that are doing that kind of shit are, I guess, just too afraid to put the stuff out themselves. SoCal has had a problem with LaShawn and Trucker Brown for a long time. And the problem, I think, started back, and I've never fucking liked Trucker Brown, never. The problem started back when Trucker Brown and LaShawn broke down in Southern California. You guys remember that? And SoCal helped them out of a bind. He helped them get tired out. And during that time, they never gave him his due diligence or his props on YouTube, right? Remember that? They never gave him his props. So he was upset about that and had been upset about that. So I think that's kind of part of the reason because they fucked him over with YTTA and all that kind of shit. So SoCal's pissed, and I get it. I understand. You know, it's pretty shitty when you do something for somebody they don't even give you a thank you. He was third party or whatever, passed the information to Hensley and all them, and they got a copy of these contracts and all this kind of stuff. And he said something to me, and they said something on the phone. I was privy to it. So when LaShawn went live, I was like, I was like, no, I didn't say any of that. Wasn't me. So I'm just putting the record straight because then SoCal tried to ask me yesterday if I was like talking behind his back or something. Like, no, no. If I was, I wouldn't have put your name in the comments on a live Instagram feed. Duh. For the record, any of you guys that are trying to put my name into bullshit or drag me into shit or say that I'm part of shit or whatever, don't know shit because I ain't a part of nothing. I ain't involved in any of this shit. Do I hear all the stuff that's going on? Yes, I do because I talk to the guys that are in the mix. I hear it all. I hear every single bit of it. For the most part, I hear every single bit of it. So just because I hear it doesn't mean I'm involved in pulling the fucking strings. Exactly. This trucker's like, I agree with you. Update on the Pete 389. I don't know. It's like day 2027. And the little guy still doesn't have his truck. How was your run? Huh? What? Boob sweat? But anyway, it does. Francisco does. It gets longer and longer. I just wanted to put that out there. I kind of want to set it straight a little bit that there are people who are not even talking shit on YouTube that are involved in the shit stirring. I'm not involved in the shit stirring. Therefore, those of you that try to involve me in the shit stirring will be brought to the light because you're not dragging me into shit. RVT ran out of fuel. That's pretty fucking funny. Dude wants to be an owner operator, but ran out of fuel. It was a fucking highlight of my day. He did say gas, didn't he? He did say gas. No, this is a Blue Tiger. Blue Tiger Elite. I don't know. I don't know how you run out of fuel. I don't know. I'm sure. Listen, faulty fuel gauges, whatever. Shit, it happens, right? It happens. RD, what's up, man? It happens. But for those of you that pay that dude for information, I'm sorry. Whether he was in a loaner truck or not, you don't run out of fuel. First thing you try to figure out when you get into any truck, a new truck, an old truck, whatever it is to figure out its quirks, its problems. You listen to the noises of it. You try to get a feel for the machine, that you're strapping yourself to every day. You try to get a feel for that truck and what it does or what it doesn't do, what it likes to do, what it doesn't like to. You try to understand the machine. RD loaded in Fernley. Hey, well then, hey, yeah, you were 42 miles from me. You were close. You was close, man. Where were you? Sherwin-Williams, the paint joint? Either Sherwin-Williams or, well, had to be somewhere. Anywho, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll have a new episode of Trucking News for you guys sometime later today. And don't try to drag me into your bullshit. 10-4. If I want to talk shit to you, I'll do it to you. If I want to talk shit about you, I'll do it to you. Right here on YouTube. Because I don't care. Everybody, be good, be nice, have a wonderful day, and be safe. I'm trying, RD. I'm trying.